Hi, it's Tiffany with Hip Tips with Tiff, and today I'm going to show you how to apply the Jamberry nail wraps. I have some really pretty ones here. This is Jaded in Sparkle. I've been really excited about getting these on my nails, and I have all of my tools here, my heater, everything we're going to need that came in my little Jamberry kit that I love oh so much because my kids can't get to it, and everything's in there that I need. Okay, so we are actually going to just simply follow the application instructions on the back of your wrap sheet. That's something else. I don't know. Every sheet of wraps that you get will come in one of these purple envelopes, and on the back you have the application instructions and the removal instructions. I'm doing a removal video too, though, so we're just going to focus on applying them. This is a half sheet of nails. I've cut it in half. When you receive your nails, there's actually a full sheet in there, obviously, but I've cut this in half. So excited to get these on. Basically, I'm just going to read the instructions and we're going to go and do it as we go here. So first thing, number one, push back your cuticles and clean the nails with a nail prep wipe or rubbing alcohol. When applying wraps over lacquer, apply a fresh coat and allow to dry. You can put Jamberry wraps over your polish and your lacquer. Just make sure that it's a clean coat. One of the main things about getting these on and getting them to stay for a long time is making sure that your nails are prepped and clean and ready to go. So I have actually already trimmed my nails and filed them in the shape and the length that I want them to be in. And I've washed my hands with soap. Dawn dish soap really works the best because it kind of cuts out the natural oils from your hands and your nails for a few minutes while you're applying your nails. And that will help them to get that seal really good. So, but I always do this. Take an alcohol wipe, or you can just alcohol in a cotton ball, and I'm going to swipe each of my nails. What this does is, again, it removes any natural oils that are going to be on there just temporarily, so I can get these babies to stick real good. Also, I really like doing it with alcohol because it just cleans it. You're probably going to be wearing your nail wraps for at least a week, maybe two, and you want to make sure that there's no germs under there. I don't know, kind of a germaphobe, so I just like making sure it's clean. So clean and dry, that's what this does for us. All right, so I did that, and it said to push back your cuticle. This is kind of a big deal too, because I have a little fuzz there. If the nail wrap, the fuzz just won't let go. If the nail wrap is laying on any part of your cuticle or your skin, it's not going to be able to seal. It can only seal to your nail bed, to the actual hard part of your nail. So using an orange stick like this, if you don't have one of these, ask me and I'll send you one. But if you don't have one, you'll notice nail clippers usually have a tool that you can use too. And you don't have to clip your cuticles or anything like that. You can if you want to, but I just push them back like this. It doesn't hurt. It just kind of, sometimes your cuticle will actually kind of stick onto your nail, and so this you can kind of scrape it off and scrape it back so that you have just a clean, smooth surface to work with. So we've done alcohol and we have pushed back the cuticle. Let's see what number two is. You want to match your nail, your finger or toe. Yes, you can wear Jamberries on your toes. I'm not going to show you that right now because that might be awkward with the camera. I don't know. Let's see. Match the nail of your finger or toe to the nail wrap that best fits. And after you start wearing Jamberry all the time, which I know you will because you're going to love them, you will start to remember and learn which wraps, these are all in different sizes, fit on which one of your fingers. So I'm doing my pointer finger first. And I know that this wrap fits my pointer finger really good. This goes on my pinky, but this one's going to go on my pointer. So what I'm going to do is take my orange stick. Oh, wait. I want to skip ahead. Hold on. Number three. Peel off nail wrap and warm the adhesive side with a mini heater or a blow dryer. I have not done it with a blow dryer, but a lot of people do. For 3 to 5 seconds or until soft and flexible. So I don't want to actually touch the sticky part of this with my fingers, at least not very much, because I don't want to do anything that's going to take away from the stickiness because I want a really good bond. So I'm going to use my orange stick, which is real pokey, and just kind of lift the nail wrap up like that. And then I'm going to take my scissors. These scissors are the ones that come in the kit. They're stainless steel. They're really sharp. They're curved. They're awesome for doing this. And I'm actually going to cut this wrap in half because this full strip will fit at least 2 of your nails. So you can see I just cut off half of it. The other half will go on this finger. But, okay, so it's kind of hanging here. At this point, I am touching it, but that's okay because the part that I'm touching is going to be longer than my nail. It's not actually going to be on my nail. I'm going to trim it off later. So it doesn't matter that my oils are getting on it. I'm turning on my heater. I'm going to let it heat up for just a minute. This thing is awesome. It gets really hot. And you can, if you don't want to touch it all. Some people don't. I'm not coordinated enough, actually. But some people will just use their orange stick and place it on like that. I do a lot better with my fingers. So I'm going to heat it up here. And it says 3 to 5 seconds or until it's warm and flexible. And it's vinyl. So actually, when it gets warm, it gets real kind of floppy and it'll even curl a little bit. These things are awesome because when it cools, it goes back to its shape. And then when you warm it up again, it gets all soft again. So there's a lot of flexibility to it. So that's real hot. I'm going to just lay it on my nail. I get it as close as I can to the cuticle, but again, not touching the cuticle. Also, I have picked a size that when it's on all the way, see, I'm just smoothing it on there, nice and pretty, just like a sticker, arts and crafts, you got it. I can pull and kind of stretch this part down. Sometimes I'll heat it up again just to get it flexible again, pull. But what I'm doing is I'm being very careful to actually leave a little sliver of nail on either side. You're not going to be able to see it when I'm wearing my nails out. Nobody can see it. But what that does is it just makes sure that the wrap is only on the nail bed, not on my skin on the sides by accident. If you mess up and you're like, oh, that's too far over one side, that's okay. Heat it up again. Make sure you get it real warm and flexible. Slowly take it off, reheat, and you can put it on again and just adjust it. Now, I will say if you're layering a wrap over polish and you put it on crooked, if you go to take it off, sometimes it takes some of that polish or lacquer with it and you can't reuse it. So you would have to get another one. So I'm really careful if I'm putting it over polish. But if it's just on my nail like this, absolutely. Don't be afraid because you can readjust it if you need to. Like right there, yeah. I'm so busy looking at you guys, I'm not looking at my nail here. Okay, that's good. So, let's see where we are. Okay, when warm, press the wrap onto the nail. That's what I just did. Apply firm pressure around the edges to adhere the wrap to the nail. Use your rubber cuticle pusher to seal the wrap around the base of the cuticle. Okay. Favorite tool ever, this, and this comes in your kit, and this little rubber, it's rubber here, it's kind of soft, it's not as hard as this one. I have not found any of these outside of Jamberry. Like you can find this, you can find a file somewhere else. I have not found any of these outside of Jamberry that are good. I don't know. So this is awesome, and it comes in the kit. And once you get this on, and you'll see me reheat this a few times because I'm talking a lot and it cools off in between. But you can also even, this is cool, you can put this right on the heater and it heats it up, and it's not going to do anything to the rubber on there except heat it up. And you can use it like a mini flat iron kind of, and just go around like the instructions said, around the cuticle, just pressing down, and it just makes sure there's no bubbles, just makes sure that there's good pressure. I'll do it on the tip of my nail because I don't want my tips to come up. Love it, love it, love it. Love my cuticle for sure. Let's see, next, to remove the excess, because you can see some extra there. I don't want to go out like that. Trim the top with scissors and file off remaining wrap using a downward motion. I think this is the part that scares people sometimes. I'm going to turn this off. A lot of customers will say, I haven't put them on yet because I'm just not coordinated enough. I don't know. You don't have to be able to get this perfect, especially when I'm doing it. I'm right-handed, so especially when I'm doing it left-handed, don't get it perfect at all. That's okay. You're just getting basically the excess off. So you can do it, looking at this way or this way, and you kind of just follow the curve of your nail just the best that you can and just cut the extra off. Oh, now, don't go anywhere. And I use my cotton swab that I had used, and I stick any little extra parts on there because then I make sure I don't have a mess. Okay, so I trimmed that off, but there's still some sticky. It's not perfect, and I want it perfect, and I know you want it perfect. So what comes next is the file, and it said to file it with a downward motion. Basically, don't do this because that's just going to file off your pretty nail wrap, and don't file it up because that's just going to push it up and try to make it come off. So we're going to file down, and you don't have to be super careful. You're just filing off anything that's hanging off. And it's actually, because it's a vinyl, it's actually going to kind of roll off. You can't see it from there, I'm sure, but it's so easy, you guys. I have actually even done it when it's hanging off long like that. If you don't want to deal with the scissors or clippers, you can clip too. I've taken a file straight to the long part, filed down, it came off perfectly. So don't be scared about being coordinated. As long as you can do that, you're fine. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do, apply heat and pressure to the wrap again until it is bonded to the nail. So this is a big step. We've gotten it on there. It fits perfectly. It's not on my cuticle. It's trimmed. It's filed. It looks really pretty. But we're going to do one more step just because we really want this to stay. Is that pretty? We really want it to stay on there well. So it says to heat it again. Now here I'm going to change it up just a little bit. I like to do what's called the baggy method. I know, super technical term there. I have just like a sandwich bag or a snack bag. And what I like to do, instead of just reheating it, you can just reheat it and use your cuticle pusher to smooth it out again. But I like to use this, and I wrap it around my nail. This isn't on the instructions. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it. I kind of suffocate it in there. And what this does is it's going to help it get really hot in there while putting pressure on it. And I don't know, I just think it gives it a really good bond, especially on the tips. Some people have problems with the tips lifting, and that is not fun after you've worked to get your nails on. This, since I've been using the baggy method on top of it all, my nails just stay on forever. They're awesome. Okay, so just smoothing it out again. There you go. And that is done. And it may have seemed like, it took a while to go through all of those steps. But honestly, that's because I'm talking to you the whole time. And once you've done your nails once or twice, it's going to go so fast for you. I would say if my kids aren't pulling on my shirt, I probably do all my nails in 15 to 20 minutes or so. And then they last for, 10 days to 2 weeks. So it's so worth it. And no dry time. If your kids or if you have to go do something in the middle of it, like this is not wet. I can go wash my dishes right now. I can go change a diaper or do whatever I need to do and come back and finish my nails later. I have definitely gone out with multiple nails not finished. I want to show you just one more thing before I let you go. I'm not going to make you sit through me doing all of my nails, but I do want to show you how I do my thumbnail, because if you'll notice, these are all perfectly curved and beautiful ovals, or oblong oval, I don't know. And I don't know about you, but we all have different nails, and my thumbnail especially is more square at the bottom. It's not this perfect oval. And so if I just stick the oval on it, it looks kind of, I don't know, there's corners down here that I can see my nail, and it just doesn't fit as well. So I just want to encourage you, don't be afraid to trim the wrap to fit your nail. So what I do, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and take this off and show you. Again, I'm just lifting it with the orange stick, and then I'm going to take my scissors, trim off half of it. So there, I've got my thumbnail, and like I said, it's curved at the bottom. And what I'm going to do is just trim off the bottom to make it a little bit more flat, more of a square instead of super rounded at the bottom. Some people have more rounded nails and they need to actually trim it to be more round. But you can see that's more square, and that's going to fit my thumbnail better. So again, I'm going to heat it up until it's flexible and really warm. And then I'm going to place it on my nail as close to the cuticle as I can get without touching any of it, and leaving just a little sliver of nail on either side. So pretty! Just kind of apply pressure and smooth it down like that. And then I'm going to take my scissors and trim off the excess. No big deal. Doesn't have to be perfect. File straight down. A little cotton flying everywhere. The excess just kind of, I don't know if you can see that at all, but the excess is rolling up, and it will actually just kind of come off. Okay, and then what was the last step? Remember to reheat it. I'm going to use the baggie method. So just wrap it in there, suffocate it, heat it up. It's really hot. And as far as like how hot to get it, just as hot as you can take it. When I'm doing my daughter's nails, she knows when to say. She's kind of, okay, hot mom. Just kind of feel it out. And then I'm going to use my favorite tool, my rubber cuticle pusher, again, just to press it down, especially on the tips, because we want that beautiful seal. And there you go. So I have two of my nails done, and it fits really nice. Like, you can't even tell. It fits the bottom of my nail really nice. So after you get all of your nails on, you're good to go. This is the cuticle oil, and I carry this around in my purse, honestly, with me. And you can put it on right after you can use lotion. You can use your cuticle oil. You know, take care of your hands. Take care of your nails. You have a watertight seal on there, so these are going to be fine. Don't worry about them coming off. They are good to go. I suggest using this every day, actually. And just to keep your nails nice and healthy. It's just like when we treat our hair or anything else like that. We use special conditioners. This just makes sure that we're taking care of our skin and our nails. So that is it. I'm going to finish my nails off camera now so that I can have the pretty sparklies. You can get everything in the application kit that you need if you don't have it around your house. If you have a blow dryer, then you don't need the heater. You can use a blow dryer. Good nail scissors, clippers, if you prefer them. This, I don't know where you can find this. Get the kit, that's what I would say. The orange stick, a good file. We don't sell these. You're just going to have to find these at Target or something. Alcohol, and most importantly, get your Jamberry nails. All right, well, thank you so much for listening and for doing your nails with me. If you have any questions, just feel free to message me or comment below this link, and I would love to talk to you because I want you to have a really good experience and to love your Jamberry nails just as much as I love mine. So thank you.